Beginning, a mistaken invitation. I never considered myself particularly lucky, especially when it came to interstellar travel. But that Thursday, I discovered my luck had a strange, cosmic sense of humor. It started innocently enough. I had signed up for a short research mission to document alien architecture on Viridia 9, a distant planet known for its floating spires and iridescent forests. The invitation came via my agency's standard communication channels. Or so I thought. The message was simple. You are cordially invited to the grand celebration at the Palace of Viridia. Dress formally. Attendance mandatory. I chuckled. Mandatory celebration? Sure, I thought, another bureaucratic excuse to waste a day in zero-gravity corridors. I packed my cleanest uniform and boarded the shuttle. When we arrived, nothing prepared me for the sight that unfolded. The palace hovered above the valley, massive and crystalline, refracting sunlight like a kaleidoscope. Ships of all sizes and shapes glided around it, some small as hummingbirds, others the size of ocean liners. As my shuttle docked, I noticed something odd. Everyone descending from the ships wore elaborate attire, flowing like living light. And their crowns, each one unique, each radiating an aura of authority, marked them unmistakably as royalty. I assumed it was a royal summit. A political gathering. Maybe even a masquerade. Little did I know, I had just walked into the most exclusive wedding in the galaxy. Middle, the human among princesses. Stepping onto the palace grounds, I realized my mistake. While the others moved gracefully, discussing politics, alliances, and trade agreements, I fumbled with my sleeves and tried not to draw attention. Then, the first group noticed me. A cluster of guests, tall, silver-skinned, with hair that shimmered like liquid starlight, turned as one. Their eyes locked onto me, piercing and curious. One of them approached. You are not expected," she said, her voice melodic, each syllable vibrating faintly in resonance. I'm just here for the architecture tour," I stammered, pointing at my datapad. Tour? Another voice echoed, this one softer, tinged with amusement. There are no tours during a wedding. Before I could protest, the assembly shifted. Dozens of figures now circled me, each more regal than the last. Every one of them was a princess alien royalty from distant systems. Their gazes were polite yet intense, evaluating me as though I were a puzzle. Panic rose in my chest. I can leave. Impossible, a voice said. From the center of the garden stepped a figure taller than all the others. She radiated authority, but also warmth, and my stomach dropped when she looked directly at me. You've arrived, she whispered, almost to herself. I froze. Me? Yes, she said. The unexpected guest. The ceremony etiquette of the stars. The palace doors opened, and I was ushered inside. I walked along a corridor of glowing walls that seemed to pulse with life. My guide, a princess with skin like liquid gold, explained, "You will attend as a guest of honor. Do not offend the couples. Do not spill anything. Do not touch the ceremonial crystal." I nodded, though I barely understood what she meant. I was a human, clumsy, sweaty, and entirely unprepared. The main hall stretched before me, colossal in size. Each aisle glowed faintly, lined with hovering lights that shifted according to the guests' movements. At the center stood a dais, or rather, a floating platform where two figures, equally radiant, exchanged vows in a language I couldn't comprehend. Each syllable resonated with harmonic energy that made my hair stand on end. And the guests, oh, the guests. They all turned their attention to me. Whispers passed between them in melodic tones I didn't understand, but the message was clear. Who is this human? The queen of the gathering, she who had whispered my name, finally spoke. Do not be afraid. You are here for a reason. I swallowed hard. A reason. You are the witness, she said. The human witness. Every empire needs one. I blinked. I didn't sign up for this. She smiled, the most regal, terrifying, yet beautiful smile I had ever seen. You didn't. But fate often does. Comedic chaos, trying not to offend. The wedding progressed. I tried to blend in, but it was impossible. Every time I stepped forward, I accidentally bumped into floating tables, sent crystal goblets spinning, or mispronounced a word in their harmonic language that seemed to mean insult. Princess after princess approached me. Some whispered advice. Others offered drinks that shimmered like liquid light. I drank one and nearly passed out. The taste was exhilarating, and it filled my veins with tingling energy. During the ceremony, I learned the subtle rules of alien etiquette. Never look directly at a princess when she's emitting aura signals. Never point with more than one finger, it's considered hostile. Never laugh too loudly at their jokes, laughter must be harmonic. By the end of the first hour, I was dizzy, exhausted, and entirely out of my depth. Yet, the queen observed me with what seemed like amusement. You are learning, she said. I'm trying, I admitted. You are more than you know, she replied. And that is why you are here. The revelation, a secret behind the wedding. During a brief pause in the ceremony, she took me aside. The hall was empty for a moment, the hum of energy all around us. You are not just a guest, she said. You were chosen long before you arrived. Our records predicted it. A human would walk into this gathering, and the balance of our alliances would depend on your presence. I laughed nervously. Balance of alliances? Me? Yes, she said. You hold the key to a union no one else could witness. A human presence validates the pact. Without you, there would be chaos. I shook my head. I can't even remember anyone's name here. I almost knocked over a table. She smiled. And yet, you are the one they will remember. You are the bridge. Suddenly, the meaning of her words hit me. The wedding was not merely ceremonial, it was political, cosmic, interstellar. Every gesture, every vow, every glowing crystal had significance that I could barely grasp. And somehow, I mattered. Climax, when everything almost went wrong. As the ceremony reached its peak, the energy in the hall intensified. The crystal dais began to levitate higher, glowing with pure harmonic resonance. And then, disaster. A human misstep. I stumbled. My hand brushed the edge of a ceremonial crystal. Sparks flew. The music distorted into an alarming discord. Guests gasped. Some of the floating tables wobbled dangerously. The queen's eyes flared. Do not panic, she said softly. Channel your presence. I had no idea what that meant. But instinctively, I focused. I imagined the energy flowing through me, calming, harmonizing, anchoring the chaotic resonance. Slowly, the vibrations in the hall returned to normal. Princesses whispered. Guards nodded. The ceremony resumed. I exhaled, shaking. That almost ended badly. You saved it, the queen whispered. You were meant to. Ending, a human among royalty. The wedding concluded with music that resonated through the cosmos. The newlyweds glowed with shared energy, the guests cheered in harmonic tones, and the queen approached me. You did well, she said. You belong here, if not in title, then in purpose.